Picture this. You're on the ground, bullets flying, the enemy closing in. Then you hear it, a low, menacing rumble growing louder. Suddenly, the sky erupts with a deafening brrrr. That's the A-10 Warthog, here to save your bacon. The A-10 Thunderbolt II, nicknamed the Warthog, isn't your average plane. It's a beast, a tank with wings. Built tough, flies low, and packs one hell of a punch. When this bird shows up, bad guys run for cover. It's been the go-to ground attack aircraft for the U.S. Air Force since the 1970s and is still kicking butt today. What makes the Warthog special? For starters, it's ugly, real ugly, but in a good way, like a bulldog or a prize fighter. It's all business, no frills, just raw, unadulterated power. When it comes to supporting troops on the ground, there's nothing quite like it. The A-10 is a game changer on the battlefield. It's got a sound that'll make your hair stand on end, a roar that strikes fear in the enemy and brings hope to friendly forces. It's a sound that says, the cavalry's here, and it's packing some serious heat. Let's dive in and see what makes this flying fortress tick. In the heat of battle, when the chips are down, the A-10 Warthog is the ace up our sleeve. Its primary mission? Close air support, getting up close and personal with the enemy, providing cover for troops on the ground, and taking out tanks and armored vehicles. The Warthog excels at this job for a few reasons. First, it's built like a brick outhouse, can take a licking and keep on ticking. Second, it's slow. In a world where faster is usually better, the A-10 bucks the trend. Its ability to fly low and slow means it can loiter over the battlefield, keep an eye on things, and respond quickly when needed. But don't let that slow speed fool you. The Warthog's got moves. It can turn on a dime, dodge incoming fire, and deliver its payload with pinpoint accuracy. It's like a heavyweight boxer. Might not be the quickest, but it hits hard and can take a punch. The A-10's versatility is another key factor. It can carry a variety of weapons, bombs, missiles, you name it. But its real claim to fame is that massive gun. When the Warthog shows up, it's bringing the pain and plenty of it. It's the kind of backup that can turn the tide of battle in an instant. Now let's talk about what makes the Warthog tick. This bird wasn't built for beauty contests, it was built for battle. Every inch of it screams, "Don't mess with me." Let's start with the cockpit. It's like a titanium bathtub. The pilot sits in a reinforced tub that can withstand direct hits from armor-piercing rounds. The A-10's got two engines mounted high on the fuselage to avoid ground fire. The wings are thick and straight, perfect for carrying loads of weapons and for gliding home if the engines get knocked out. This plane was designed to take a beating and keep on flying, but the real star of the show? That's the GAU-8 Avenger cannon. This thing is a monster. It's so big, they basically built the plane around it. Imagine a gun the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. It fires 30 mm depleted uranium rounds at a rate of 3,900 rounds per minute, 65 rounds per second. It can shred tanks like they're made of paper. The Warthog's legendary toughness is another highlight. It's got redundant hydraulic flight systems. If one gets hit, the other takes over. It can fly with one engine, half a wing, and half a tail missing. There are even stories of A-10s coming home with huge chunks blown out of them. It's like the Black Knight from Monty Python. It's just a flesh wound. That's the A-10 for you. Tough as nails and always ready for more. Section 4. The Sound of Freedom, the Warthog's iconic audio signature. Now let's talk about what really sets the A-10 apart, its sound. This isn't just noise, it's a symphony of freedom, a battle cry that echoes across the battlefield. First, you've got the engines, twin General Electric TF-34 GE100 turbofans. The real show starts when the Warthog unleashes its main gun. That's when you hear it, the sound that's become legendary among troops and terrifying to enemies. BRRRRRRRRR! Imagine watching an enemy position explode into dust. Then, a split second later, BRRRRRRRR! No wonder they call the A-10 the Angel of Death. That sound means hope for friendly forces. It means help has arrived. To the troops on the ground, it's the sound of survival. The sound of America saying, "Not today, buddy. Not on our watch." Section 5. Bullets and Bravery, A-10 Battle Scenes. Let me paint you a picture. It's 2003, early days of the Iraq War. Marines are pinned down outside Nasiriyah. Enemy fire is intense. They're running low on ammo. Then they hear it, that familiar rumble. Two A-10s swoop in low. The lead pilot sees the situation. He doesn't hesitate. The Warthog dives, its nose pointed right at the enemy positions. Then, BRRRRRRR! The massive gun roars to life. Vehicles explode. Weapons emplacements disappear in clouds of dust. The Marines watch in awe as the A-10 banks hard, avoiding enemy fire. It comes around for another pass. BRRRRRRR! More destruction. The enemy breaks and runs. Fast forward to Afghanistan 2008. Taliban fighters ambush a special forces team. The good guys are outnumbered, outgunned. Calls for air support go out. The A-10s arrive. They circle the battlefield, sizing up the situation. Then they strike. Rockets streak from the Warthog's wings. Precision-guided bombs fall. The cannon roars. BRRRRRRRR! BRRRRRRR! The Taliban never stood a chance. In minutes, the tide of battle turns. The Special Forces team rallies. They push forward. Another day, another life saved by the A-10. It's not just a plane. It's a guardian angel with a really big gun. Section 6. Tough as nails. The Warthog's lasting legacy. The A-10 Warthog isn't just a plane, it's a legend. A testament to American ingenuity and grit. It's been in service for over 4 decades and is still going strong. Why? Because it works. It does its job better than anything else out there. Sure, there have been attempts to retire it. Pencil pushers in Washington see an old plane, expensive to maintain. But the troops on the ground tell a different story. They know that when the chips are down, there's nothing better than seeing that ugly mug coming to the rescue. The Warthog's resilience isn't just in its design, it's in its spirit. It's not about looking pretty, it's about effectiveness, about saving lives. So here's to the A-10 Thunderbolt II, the Warthog, the ugly duckling of the Air Force that turned out to be a swan with a really big gun.